Hello, this is Wednesday Coffee with me, Pastor Justin, and
Pastor Austin!
Woo-hoo-hoo! I'm a little bit late on this today. My apologies for that. I think it's going to be worth the wait. I have completely sprung this on,
I'm
on
a little
Austin.
bit caught by surprise.
I literally just walked into his office and sat down and pressed record. He has no idea. He had no idea that he was going to be featured on Wednesday Coffee with me today.
That's true.
That was a little bit with intention because I just wanted you, just authentic you here for a couple of minutes, if I may. And I know you got a lot going on, so we won't take a lot of time here. But I wanted to, first of all, just welcome you home. Austin got back in the office on Monday and has 1,015 things going on. I told you the other day when you walked in, that you, I mean, obviously, you know that you mean a lot to us, and we've missed you a lot. And I think I mentioned that I learned more about that, about how much I value you. Yes, you're good at what you do. Yes, you're a good youth minister. Yes, you're a good executive director for La Reunion. Yes, you're great in worship and all that. But I just really missed you as a person and a human being, and a friend. And I think all of us feel that way too. And so I just wanted to ask you. I know you're going to be kind of writing some newsletter pieces over the next couple of weeks about your sabbatical experience, but I've tried to come up with 5 questions that I didn't think you would address in your newsletter pieces. Again, no time to prepare, no preparation for this.
Off the cuff.
Just wanted to throw at you 5 questions, if I may, just to give us a little bit of a better sense of what your sabbatical was all about. Okay? All right. Question number 1. What is one thing that you think you noticed more deeply because you weren't in the regular flow of daily work, right?
Yeah. I think so. Part of my sabbatical, and you'll read about this because it was a big part of my sabbatical, was building a tree house for my kiddos, and I spent a lot of time down there, a lot of time next to the trees. And I don't remember, I watched this documentary or something, and this guy was talking about how he would go out and just kind of sit and let nature talk to him, and talk back to it. Mm-hmm. And so I went down to the treehouse one day, and I get down there, and I'm like, I'm gonna just be here, and I'm gonna listen for a second. And a giant wasp zoomed at my head, and I immediately was like, "What the heck, wasp?" saying this out loud like a crazy person. And in that moment, kind of had this realization that we don't take the time. I don't take the time because like life is busy and there's so many things to listen to the things around us and to react to the things around us like we're having a conversation. And that seems crazy sometimes, and sometimes maybe it is, I don't know. But I think I noticed that there's lots of things speaking to us around us in different ways, right? That moment taught me, like, pay attention, and the little things that you might be annoyed with most of the time might just kind of like give space.
Yeah, it's all part of this grand tapestry of God's beautiful creation.
Absolutely.
We
even
do
the wasps.
Even the wasp. I don't know about the cockroaches, but
there was a lot of those down there too.
Bed bugs.
Mosquitoes.
Yes, yeah. We get those around here for sure. All right, very good. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
All right, how about tell us something weird or funny that happened on sabbatical.
Weird or funny?
You took a couple of trips, right?
Yep,
so you took a trip to Arizona with family.
We went to Arizona, got to go to the Grand Canyon. Okay. Risking relatively inappropriate. We went to Arizona, which is this really cool outdoor kind of reserve. You get to drive through and see bears and wolves and bison and reindeer and all of these animals as you're driving through with your car, similar to like Fossil Rim, right? But like more northern Arizona.
Okay.
As we're going through, the boys are just getting really excited about all these animals and want to take pictures. And we're driving through, and a lot of the animals are facing away. And we end up taking a lot of pictures of animal butts. And by the end of our drive through this zoo area, both of my boys were chanting in the back seat, butt pics. And I,
is there a possibility that there's going to be a collage that shows up on your wall
bears, moose, reindeer,
Okay, I love it. That's great. Tell us, and this is maybe a little bit similar to the first question, but you got to pick a different moment here. So you and I have talked a lot about why sabbatical is important, and I think everybody thinks that, it's very easy for us to walk away and be away for a couple of months. And the truth is it's hard because we love this place and we love you and
there are lots of reminders.
A lot of reminders. But we've talked about the fact that, for everybody and particularly for pastors, sabbatical is important, right? That God taught in God's creation of the world, one of the things that God prioritized was the importance of rest. Right. And that when we do rest, we notice more deeply and we breathe in God's blessings and it equips us for the way forward and all that stuff. Absolutely. So we talked a lot about that as you prepared for sabbatical. Was there a moment on sabbatical when you found yourself thinking, this is why sabbatical is so important?
I think I had a lot of those moments. You'll read about one in this week's newsletter.
Okay, hold on to that one.
I'll
keep that. Yep.
I spent a lot of time down by the treehouse, and once it kind of got finished up, and I didn't have as much like physical work to do down there, I kind of got time to just be down there. And I remember it was the evening, and we had already put the boys down to bed, and I told Jordan, I was like, I just need some space to go and kind of I'm going to go to the treehouse and just hang out. She's like, okay. So I walked down there and brought a pillow and a big comforter and sat in one of the big like hammock swings that we put up, and was just really grateful for that moment of respite and of just being there by the creek and being there in the beautiful evening and listening. That was the moment for me, I think.
You get like major dad points that you spent a significant portion of your sabbatical building a treehouse, but I could see how
it was. That felt real good.
A follower of Carpenter Jesus.
I don't know. We don't want to say anything about my carpentry skills in regards to the treehouse today.
I mean, you showed me some pictures, and I was like, "Wow, this is pretty next level." But yeah, I mean, the fact that it was in a beautiful natural area, the fact that it was something that you were doing for your boys
and with them,
pretty powerful stuff. Okay, question 4. Tell us something that you missed about this place to a point that it surprised you. What were you surprised how much you missed? Assuming there was anything you missed.
I missed a lot about this place. I talked about this a little bit in the article. So I talk about how...
I really thought I was asking you questions.
I talked about how Hudson had his dog show, and so you'll read about that. After that was over, I had this like real sense that Hudson is who he is. I am who I am because of all of the people who have been around us. And Hudson is 10 years old now. And for 7 years of his life, he's been at FCC Granbury.
Wow.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I'd set a boundary with myself before, not to like text in the office group and not to be engaged that much, right, with all of the happenings. And I had to like really stop myself because I wanted to share that moment and to let you all know that that moment happened in so many ways because of you and because of church and because of the communities that come around us. So I miss that, being able to share those kinds of things on this like the regular in the moment basis. I knew that I could save it up and be able to talk to folks about it when I got back. But
how cool is it that we have gotten to watch our kids grow up together here?
It's my favorite thing. And I don't know if you remember, but the first weekend of sabbatical, or right before sabbatical maybe, was Hudson's birthday party,
Right.
and like a bunch of the church boys and sleepover chaos at our house, and that was just kind of like the perfect send off into the
it
sabbatical.
was good to see them here for Easter too. I told Jordan that when she came that day, I said, I'm really glad to see you and the boys. And I'm also glad, as much as I would have loved to have seen you, I was glad that you made the decision not to come, because the moment you come back, like you're back at work, right? Totally. And you it would have taken 2 to 3 more weeks to kind of
get out of that
cycle.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, last question, and this one's important, I think. And I want you. This is for me, but it's also for everybody watching. How can we help you come back? Probably not break into your office and expect you to do videos on the spot. That's probably not the answer you would offer. But how can we help you come back?
That's a really good question. I've had a lot of people just kind of come into my office and say hi. And a lot of times they're like, I hope it's okay that I'm in here. I hope I'm not bothering you. And right now, I think one of the things that's giving me the most energy is seeing everybody and seeing everybody's faces and being reminded of the people that I really deeply love and care about, including you and the staff. And so like the Monday morning, right, I show up kind of like thinking I'm going to get some stuff done and, figure out what's going on here. And it spent the first like hour hanging out with Carly and Emily in my office catching up, because like, these are the people I love, and I want the church to know that as part of this process coming back, like, stop in my office and say hi and talk and tell me the stories about what happened in the last 2 months of your life, and let's share that together, because I think that's what this life is about. And I missed that, and I look forward to more of that, and I think that'll be helpful for me.
That's great. And also, if we want to have that time with you, we can't expect you to get to get 2 months worth of work done.
Right. There's the balance here.
Either, yeah. Right.
Absolutely.
So let us all be patient with Austin. It takes a while to catch up, sure. And so let us both share meaningful relational time with you, and also be patient with you and give you space and time as you kind of get back into the rhythm and the flow. I know you've got, summer is right around the corner, and camps and mission trips and all that. So yeah, if there are things that you need Austin to do, maybe give him as much advance notice and warning on that as you can, and give him a little bit of time on those things too. Brother, we love you. Welcome home.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm grateful to be home. I'm
glad you went on sabbatical. I'm glad you're back, and I'm looking forward to the days ahead with you.
Me too.
God bless you.
Bye.
See you soon.